I've been keeping a diary or a journal since ninth grade. And so, in preparing what I want to say this morning, I'm just going to read to you what I wrote this morning at 6:04. But I've been mulling it over ever since I accepted the invitation to speak. So if I don't have a lot of eye contact, it's because I'm reading. Okay? I am now in my 35th year of teaching. And one of the questions I'm frequently asked is, do you still enjoy teaching? The question itself is an interesting one because it seems to imply that after all these years, either I wouldn't or perhaps I shouldn't. However, when I'm asked that question, I carefully consider my response because my response is invariably tempered by when I'm being asked the question, such as the point in the school year when I'm being asked. This past Saturday evening, I was at a picnic event, and several of my former students were there. And they each asked me that question, but one of them asked the question, are you still at Doc? Again, they're assuming that maybe by this point I wouldn't be, or maybe perhaps shouldn't be. And then one of them asked, do you still love teaching? At least this particular former student had gotten the impression while a student here that I loved teaching. I wanted to know if I still did. And then another one added, does it still challenge you and give you life? And this is my reply to that particular question. I said, though I enjoy reading what students write and watching their presentations, I will probably never enjoy having to actually then put a grade on it. And I could probably do without some of the supervisory responsibilities like, watching the parking lot. But in the moments throughout the school day, when I allow myself, discipline myself, to be fully engaged and totally immersed and present with what's going on in class, there are moments when I cannot believe that I actually get paid to do what I'm doing. For example, the seniors in my 3 sections of modern and contemporary thought are presently wrapping up the C.S. Lewis seminar based on his book, Mere Christianity. And in this seminar, they're in groups, and each group selects a chapter from that book to present using a variety of teaching strategies. While participating in those presentations from the vantage point of a student, I frequently get so wrapped up in the presentations that I almost forget that it is still my task to have to evaluate them and assign grades. I could go into detail about some of the presentations, but I don't want you to miss the primary point in telling you everything I've told you so far. What I want to say, under the theme this morning of appreciation and affirmation, is that I am often amazed and humbled by your willingness to trust me as I shape the curriculum and instruction of my classroom within the parameters of the English department, as guided by Doc's educational program, of course, and to go along with some of the tasks that I assign. And then on those occasions when one of you hangs back after class to thank me for a class, or to continue discussing what we've been discussing, those are frosting on the educational cake. So how many more years will I be here? I don't know. And I'm trying to stay focused on the here and now, and to fully enjoy the kairos moments of life at this unique school, those moments that are made possible by the chronos. And thanks to the students and colleagues I get to work with at this place, it's been a pretty sweet gig.